Hey guys, East Tennessee Prepper here, and you know the news and YouTube and me, and it's all about COVID-19 here lately, and I need to cheer up a little bit, and so we're gonna go off the rails. And any of y'all that followed me from my old channel once upon a time knew my obsession with hot sauce and especially Tabasco. So I'm going to go over some of my basic Tabasco collection that I have right now. If you have not noticed, I have my Tabasco shirt and my Tabasco hat that my sweetie gave me for my birthday. So let's get started. First off, the original. Nothing special about this. Light cayenne, salt, vinegar. I always used it mostly on omelets and fried eggs and cheese pizza. Of course, you know, you guys know that back in November I got the type 2 diabetes diagnosis, so pizza's out. Doing pretty good on that. We're going to do an update on that. I was pretty happy to hear about my numbers here lately. Anyway, so step up. This is one of my newest acquisitions. I've been wanting to try this for a long time. And that is Tabasco Family Reserve. Now this batch has been aged for 8 years. And it is similar. If you compare it to the original here, you will see the color difference. So it is a little richer color. It's a deeper Tabasco flavor. The heat's just a little bit more. The salt is definitely a little heavier on my palate anyway. But I'm enjoying this one right now. Next up on the list is the green pepper sauce, which is made from green jalapenos. Now, this one, oddly enough, has a citrus hit to it, and it's all right. It's not one of my favorites. I really have to be in the mood to use it. It doesn't have any kind of pepper punch as far as heat goes. Now, for me, it's not about just the heat. I like a good amount of heat, a decent amount of heat, but the pepper flavor is what brings it through. I don't like it to be all salt, or like most of the hot sauces you get out there is vinegar. Now, granted, these have vinegar, but it's not overwhelming. Okay, so Tabasco garlic pepper sauce. Now this one is a little bit thicker than the normal Tabasco Family Reserve and the buffet. Those are pretty watery. This one's a little thicker. Very good garlic. I compared it to Zatarain's garlic, and that one, it pales in comparison to this one. So if you can get your hands on that one, give that one a good try. I like putting it on just about everything right now. Can't find a bigger bottle of this one right now. This one is the Habanero, and it's got about the same consistency as the garlic. It's a little bit thicker than the original. You definitely taste that fruity, nutty habanero in it, as well as a little bit of mango, and I swear I taste a little bit of garlic in it. This is a very good sauce. I really love this one. Next up, I am ashamed to say that I avoided this one for years, and that is the Tabasco Chipotle, which is made, if I remember correctly, like smoked jalapenos. And this has become one of my favorites. I am using it on everything except for a bowl of cereal. It's thicker also than some of those. Now this one is Tabasco spicy honey sauce. I tried it on pork chops last night. Anybody that's trying to find chicken or beef knows you can find pork, so I'm getting a lot of pork chops here lately. And this is really good. It's a great dipping sauce. It's a little spicier on its own. Somewhere, now the honey itself tastes like raw, unprocessed honey. So that flavor profile really caught my attention. And on something light, the heat comes in at the very back end. But like on the pork chops last night, as an example, I could not taste the heat. The food really dilutes it really fast. So, and of course with it being honey, it is thick. Next up, another newest acquisition, and this is the Ricardo Pepper sauce. And it features Ricardo Pepper, peppers from Peru. And when they say bold global spices, they mean mostly Middle Eastern. This one's crazy, and I don't know if you got a good look at that one or not. This one's crazy. I've not seen this one on the shelf. It had to be ordered from the website, and it's thicker. And I'm going to tell you, it took me a while to figure out what this smell reminded me of. Very sweet smelling. It's not sweet on the tongue, but it reminds me, so help me, it reminds me of the purple pickled beet eggs that you would do. And that's just good stuff right there. And like I said, it's a thick sauce. And that's definitely a very unique. This is a different pepper. Never had that one before. Peruvian. I got it. And the spices that they use are unfamiliar. A little bit of smoky, but that aroma, you ought to get it just for that alone, I'm telling you. All right, now, the bad boy, the one I have been waiting on. Tabasco Scorpion Sauce. By far is the hottest of any Tabasco product that they have made yet. This one is a gift that keeps on giving. It's amazing. It's about the same consistency as the garlic, not as thin as the original 3 there. And this one's funny. It's going to come in and punch you. And then it's going to stop beating on you for a little bit. And about the time you're like, oh, okay, well that was, and then it comes back. And it hits you again. And then you find yourself in the kitchen sounding like Jerry Clower, if you remember that old comedian. Oh, that's what he did that a lot. And it will cycle through that about 5 or 6 times with you. It'll grab you and it'll like put your tongue in a twister, like a vice grip, and then it'll let go. And you're like, oh, okay, well, it's eased off. And by the time you get that sentence out, it hits you. It's like as soon as the air hits it again, it reignites it. So this one, as far as a Tabasco brand, is a beast. And I foresee me enjoying this one a lot. Again, not on the shelf. I had to order it from the website. Or my sweetie ordered it from the website. Now, the final 2 things to round up what my basic collection is. The Tabasco Sriracha, ran out of it forever ago. I can't find it on the shelf, so I have to order it online as well. So, here we go. Vlasic. Kosher dill pickles. Good pickles anyway. Made even better with Tabasco brand sauce. This is actually, I'm going to be honest, I didn't have a lot of hopes for this. I thought that the Tabasco peppers would give it a bitter finish to it, and boy, was I incorrect. Love these pickles. You bite into it, and the front end is a good old kosher dill that you're all too familiar with. And then about to the mid to the back of the tongue is when that heat profile hits. So very good pickle. I enjoy it. Now I picked this up basically for a novelty. It is technically by legal standards not a bourbon because it's less than 80% or 80 proof now. Tennessee whiskey, George Dickel, Tabasco barrel finish. So they've done their deal. It sat how it needed to sit in those barrels for a long time. And then they took it and then they finished it again in Tabasco barrels. Now, sipping on that just like George Dickel. And then at the very end it comes back and then you feel, it's funny, you feel the alcohol heat. And then it's like the alcohol heat's here. And then the Tabasco heat is like a tidal wave and comes over and just envelops it. And so I like it. Yes, it's a novelty for me. Very cheap. I think it's like 13, 14 bucks. Um, but of course it's got Tabasco, and you know me, I've got to have it. So that rounds up what my basic Tabasco collection looks like. As I get new stuff, I will add it and show you what it is and give you a review on that. But all right, guys, y'all have a great weekend. Thanks.